Hola, Jacksons. It is your one and only darling. Oh my God. I'm feeling myself right now. Anyway, so of course, just like I've done week after week on the Big Brother show, after each evictions, mostly I bring you the first interview of each of the housemates. And now the show is over. I brought you the first interview of Kosi and that of Kanako Jr. And here I am bringing you the second runner-up, Tati, whom obviously played a good game in the show for her to get to the point that she is. So, of course, Ebuka asked her several questions. And the first was with her pairing, which was with Ebubu. Ebuka asked her that, you know what was it about? Did you like it initially? Did you... when people were saying that you didn't give him space to express himself, was that true? And is there anything you want to take back as to your pairing with Ebubu? And then, of course, Tati had to respond. She made it clear that at first she really didn't like the fact that she was paired with Ebubu, and because she had not had any conversation whatsoever with Ebubu. And then Big Brother now bringing the random picking of names, and then it turns out to be Ebubu. She was hoping and wishing that Big Brother could have, thought it twice and paired her with someone that she had at least had a conversation with. Maybe somebody who's a friend, or just even a very, very, very casual conversation. But then she now noticed that as time went on, Ebubu turned out to be a very good team player, someone she vibed with. They did the most. She called him very sweet names, like saying he's an artist, he is creative, and he turned out to be someone who really wants to work together with someone else. And that's something she respects about him. Now, answering the question of if she didn't give him space to shine or to speak up and be himself, she said no, it was not the case. That instead, she noticed that he respected her more because she had more friends in the house, and that, for that reason, he believed and trusted her judgments in most things. And when it came to the nomination, they each make choices of whom to nominate at each point. So if it was him that took for this week, she would take for the next week. And she respected, and she cannot control whom he chooses to nominate or not. Now, that was in reference to the fact that, the issue that happened with Kanaiva. And then, of course, Ebuka had to ask her about her friend Ipeleng. Of course, Ebuka had to ask the question of her and Ipeleng. And of course, Tati said that with Ipeleng, first off, she is sorry that in her diary session with Big Brother, she made it look like, Ipeleng emotionally blackmailed her, and which led into the first ever nomination of a head of house for eviction. And that was why she tried to retract what she said, but it wasn't like that she was only just trying to, talk to Kanako Jr. as to how people immediately become the head of house. People just begin to pull you everywhere, in the kitchen, in the lounge, everywhere. They just pull you to try and talk to you so you could save them. But she didn't mean to say anything in a bad light about Ipeleng, which also led Kanako Jr. to be even angry with Ipeleng. But anyways, she said that according to her and Ipeleng are now besties for life because they share similar, life experiences, and she cannot trade that for anything. Of course, Ebuka had to ask Tati why she and Kosi never got along in the house. And of course, Tati had to debunk the statement that it's not like they had any clash or anything. It's just that for Kosi had always been a bit reserved and only having communications with most of the guys, especially that whenever you spot Kosi or you find Kosi or you want to find her, she is with Yemi, and that was why they didn't get to have enough communication. But aside that, towards the end of the show, she noticed how we could see how they were both communicating a little bit better. They got drunk together at the party, and Kosi even lent her clothes that was shown in the finale. And obviously, for the conversation, many people have been craving to hear or know what's up about, since we've heard from Kanako Jr. and we need to hear from Tati. So it doesn't seem like it's a one-sided something. Ebuka asked Tati, what is it about Kanako Jr.? When did you first notice him as a person and, you wanted to, kick off something with him? She said, when the show started, the first day, he just literally entered through the door and walked walked straight to the table where she was sitting. And when he sat down, in a matter of minutes, they've already started having a conversation. And that literally spurred them into what it becomes, or it had become right now. Now, adding to that, she went on to say that the only time she really had to think it twice was because on the third day, it's like she's now talking to boys. She's now chilling with a boy. And it's like making her feel some type of way. But generally, above all, she was very, very cool with it. She went on to literally tag it that it was attraction at first sight. It was love at first sight for her and Kanago Jr. Now, moving on to more things about Kanago Jr., Ebuka had to ask her, like, was there a time that she considered Kanago Jr. a competition first? And then also, if there was like any way that being with Kanago Jr. was a strategy for her. She went on to just literally debunk it all. That first off, Kanago Jr. is not a competition to her. He is someone she could relate to whenever, and for the game, for both of them, they understood how to put business aside and pleasure aside. So when it was time for games, they compete against each other, and it was not like it was a fight, those kind of intentional, oh, this is my main competition kind of thing. But then when it was time for Netflix and chill, they get to chill. I'm like, girl, I hear what you saying. Oh my God. It's been a while. I actually sang for Kanago Jr. and Tati. Oh my God, I'm going to miss them. She went on to say that, after she said that Kanago Jr. was not a competition, she went on to add and debunk what Ebuka had asked. She said that there was no way, there was no time, it was never in her consideration that Kanago Jr. was a strategy for her. Like, it's not like she's coming to come and use him and to progress her time in the show. That she never thought it as that. It was something that just grew into something amazing, and of course she's hoping that grows better. Now, she had complained about distance before, but her and Kanago Jr. had conversations how she was going to come to Nigeria, especially for his birthday, and how he was going to visit South Africa. Tati went on to call Nigeria her second home. She cannot wait to be in Nigeria, especially in Ohafia. That is Kanago Jr.'s village. I'm like, okay, girl. She responded that the thing she had learned about Nigeria is the food. Now she can cook jollof rice, fried rice, plantain, yam and egg sauce, and all the 9 yards. I'm like, yes, girl, it's time for you to learn how to cook the Igbo soup, because when you're done, then you cook for your man. Anyways, Tati said that the high moments for her was the head of house challenges and the arena games, that she's someone who is usually closed up in herself, reading books and stuff, but now she sees that she's very competitive, how she gets to win most of them and then comes to be either first or second runner-up or third runner-up in most of the games. Now that has boosted her self-esteem and has made her feel that, you know what, I can do more than I usually think that I could do. And I'm like, yes, girl, we love you.